and that was causing the club to come down too steep, body in front. Okay everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jay Kelly and I'm based here at West Kent Golf Club. In today's video, I wanted to keep it a little bit more educational. I was working with a student online and talking a little bit about their setup parameters and how their setup can actually influence the spine in different points of the swing, and how that was actually causing them to have a slightly over the top movement. So if you like what I have to say in this video, then please give me the thumbs up, and if you have any comments or questions, then please just comment below and I'll be happy to. Okay, so let's recap on today's session. We understand how your setup was really influencing your ability to, number one, move, and number two, the shape of the spine at the top of the swing. So from a setup point, we saw that your pelvis sat too far back in the right leg and your sternum sat ahead of your lower center, so your hips and your belt line. Now from this position here, if I was to just rotate around these two axes, we can really see now how that gives the appearance of me leaning my spine too far to the left. And the problem when you've got your spine too far to the left is that in the downswing, your upper body would be way ahead of your hips, and that was causing the club to come down too steep, body in front, and we were just making this big steep left swing. So how we resolved that was by making sure at address our pelvis sat slightly more to the left. I would say it felt like we had 55% in our lead side. By doing that, I didn't just move onto my left side. I moved my pelvis further to the left and then moved my spine further back. So I was still nice and balanced. And I would say, as a general rule, if I had this club down my belly here, I would say as a general rule, I would have my pelvis, or I would have my spine about five or so degrees tilted to the right, but I'm not going to do that by tilting the upper part of this shaft here to the right, because that'll put my weight behind the ball. I'm actually going to do it by pushing the grip end to the left, so my head doesn't have to necessarily move off center. Then I can get my pelvis more forward. I can get my handle a touch more forward, which is going to help my low point control and my club face control. And from there, we found as you started to wind up through that right side now, that the spine was in a better position and a lot more stacked on top of each other. And from there, you certainly said you felt it was easier to then lead with the lower half, start pressing through the ground, start pressing into that lead knee and shifting ahead of the golf ball into this position, rather than pelvis on the right side, then extending up through the right side, looking like this, and then shifting ahead of it, head and upper body leading, making me too steep, taking big divots and swinging to the left. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you soon.